Hello, greetings. I go by the name of the Bearded Captain, leader and flag bearer of all beards, trendsetter of all beards on digital and digital broadcasting media. I am that beard who tries to make people laugh, and I am that beard who tries to make people smile with his witty banter. Guys, I want to talk about a topic which is very important in bearded life. For those of you who obviously keep up to date with celebrities and watch all the celebrity gossip and what have you, or maybe even been in the news as well, you'd be aware that Hollywood actor Jim Carey has come out and said guys need to keep a beard during isolation period. Not need to, but they should, shall I say, keep a beard during isolation period. So, for that kind of statement, it's impossible for your bearded leader to stand, sit, and do nothing and offer no input on the matter. Now, in terms of Hollywood actors, we have briefly touched upon this before, and there is a law, a specific law in bearded world called the Russell Crowe law, which we've talked about in another video. And the Russell Crowe law is what there, my bids? It is this. It's the fact that Russell Crowe, won an award where he was obviously Julius Maximus in Gladiator. And it was a fantastic performance, and it was an award-winning performance, if I remember. People would like to say it's for his performance, but for me, I think it was for the performance of his beard, because his beard was magnificent in Gladiator. But it seemed like because that film did so well, he allowed the success to get to his head, and he forgot about that. And then a few other films came and rather disappointingly became clean-shaven. And then when he was a little bit older and a bit more mature in his career, he grew a beard, which is called the Piers Brosnan. And guys, please don't do a Brosnan, because it's one of those. A beard is not a fashion accessory as such, just because some people think, oh, I'm old now and I don't have a face. What else can I do left with my face? Just put a beard on it because I'm ugly anyway. Somebody did say that once, but the reality of the matter is the beard enhances your face. It makes it look handsome. So, fighting man flu, where will nicely bring on to the fact that do look out for my blog, ayarsmalik.com. Some posts might be the same in the sense of from what I'm doing on the vlog and what I'm doing on the blog, but there are a few that are different, and I have updated it a few times today, so do check that out, and I will try and update it every day where possible, especially in the isolation season, in the isolation period. So Jim Carey, obviously a famous name, has come out and said that guys should grow beards during isolation. Well, they shouldn't really be going out to buy razor blades, should they there, James? Because that doesn't necessarily define as a necessity, so yeah. And unless you're going to buy, obviously, because it could be a 6 months isolation, unless you buy 6 months supplies worth of razors, are you really going to do that? And of course there is online shopping, but they've even advised don't do online shopping if it's not necessary. And guys, is that really necessary? Is it, in the same category, in the same bracket as food, medicines, and other essentials? Not really. Because what's the worst that's going to happen if you grow a beard? What? You look like this, handsome face, shining beard, people compliment you. I mean, you obviously get to comb it, and just kind of tell me the drawbacks. Yes, there's a 2-day stubble element, but with how fast time passes anyway, will you really notice it? Will you really notice it? And obviously those 20 minutes that you have to use shaving your face, you'll obviously get those back. But yeah, it's one of those, when obviously lockdown and thingy happens, that doesn't mean shave your face again and obviously go back to clean shaven. And that's probably what the lockdown is as well. Ways to try and improve and review yourself and to better yourself, post-lockdown. So, to wrap up, The bearded captain just wants to say this. James, thank you, but the captain's got it from here. I appreciate you trying to speak out and you're trying to do good and you're trying to be one of us. And I know in some of your movies, you know, you do grow a beard, but in other ones you have shaved. So you are also doing a Russell Crowe as well there, my friend. Beards are for life, not just for winter and not just for coronavirus isolation. So that is the bearded captain stance in regards to growing a beard in isolation. But obviously, if you have been misguided and you haven't grown a beard, yeah, now is the perfect time. Go for it. But just remember this: obviously, once isolation is over, lockdown is over. You know, there's ways to try and improve yourself. So you don't really need to go back to bad habits. You know, so like when you smoke, and then when you stop smoking, yeah, there's a bit of a cough and there's a bit of the catarrh, and you know, but eventually your system clears itself out, and that's the same kind of thing here. So maybe the 2-day stubble, my favourite analogy for some reason. So the 2-day stubble grows out, and that's nature's, you know, father nature, obviously, coming out and you know doing its thing. So it's something obviously where we need to bear this in mind, my bids, because we're gonna be coming up with the situation a lot. The clean shaven won't be shaving during isolation. We'll have this problem in the summer, where you know the beard numbers drop because oh it's too hot. That's why I shave my beard. And obviously it's in the winter and it's too cold. They grow the beard to warm the faces up. So this is a similar kind of problem. Guys, obviously they need to be encouraged, and hopefully once they see the beauty of beard and how magnificent it looks and also how convenient it is as well, so the fact they don't have to shave the face, they will hopefully feel encouraged, the clean shaven, to not want to you know, go back to the razor ways, the bad habits pre isolation. So do beg your pardon, nursing a bit of a man flu. But yeah, guys, do have a look out for my blog, ayarsmalek.com. I've updated it twice today. I'll try and update it at least once every day in the isolation, and then the same thing moving forward. And again, some posts will be different, some will be the same, but do be sure to check out my blog, please. ayarsmalik.com, AYAZMALIK.com, and you'll see it there. As always, I've been your bearded host, the bearded captain. Have a good evening, captain out. Peace.